voices and I can hear them shouting and shooting guns outside. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, the Boko Haram terrorists are here. And we were all freaked out. We got up and we were praying for our families because I didn't grow up there, even though I was born there. So I just hear like stories that whenever they visit families, they kill like the men and then kidnap the women, or kill the men and then leave. So I was praying. We were all praying for our families to get to a safe place because they were all around the town. And while we were deciding on what to do, we were all like, some of us said we should just run out, and some of us said we should climb the walls and get out. But some of us said we are not allowed to leave the school, so we should just stay. We were still deciding on what to do, and a man just came in. We all were scared, so we started to kind of run, and he's like, no, you shouldn't run. I'm just here to protect all of you, so there is nothing wrong. I'm here to protect you from what is going on outside. We trusted him because the soldiers outside our gates used to come in whenever we scream or are scared, and then they make sure we got to.
This is Shining Light TV station, London. You can hear what this lady are talking about. Boko, B-O-K-O, Haram. Is it? This is a country we have democracy. The government insecurity in Nigeria. Look at the drama, how they traumatize this teenager, somebody who want to study medicine. Look at what they have done to them. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. This is what I was studying, because I need to study all this documentary. We study like where we are studying book, and this documentary surface as I'm going to share it to the world. When they are doing like the government is doing wonderful. This is the government. Since my lifetime, I haven't seen where Nigeria, they are using terrorists to rule a country. Thank you. This documentary is not copyright. I am using it to send a message across the whole world about governor, show us your work. Senator, where is your surgery? Voters' right. Voters' right. This is what it's all about. Thank you. This is the girl will tell you everything they went for through Boko Haram.
Hello, my name is Joy Bishara and I am from Nigeria. On April 14, 2014, the Boko Haram terrorists came into my hometown, Chibok, at night while everyone was asleep. They were shooting guns while coming to our town. I was sleeping and haven't heard of it. My friend waked me up and said, Joy, can't you hear what is going on? I said, no, and I went back to sleep. She said, get up, we cannot go to sleep. Something is wrong. The Boko Haram people are here. And she said, listen. And I listened to the voices and I can hear them shouting and shooting guns outside. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, the Boko Haram terrorists are here. And we were all freaked out. We got up and we were praying for our families because I didn't grow up there, even though I was born there. So I just hear like stories that whenever they visit families, they kill like the men and then kidnap the women, or kill the men and then leave. So I was praying. We were all praying for our families to get to a safe place because they were all around the town. And while we were deciding on what to do, we were all like, some of us said we should just run out, and some of us said we should climb the walls and get out. But some of us said we are not allowed to leave the school, so we should just stay. We were still deciding on what to do, and a man just came in. We all were scared, so we started to kind of run, and he's like, no, you shouldn't run. I'm just here to protect all of you, so there is nothing wrong. I'm here to protect you from what is going on outside. We trusted him because the soldiers outside our gates used to come in whenever we scream or are scared, and then they make sure we go to bed. They take care of us before they go away. So we trusted him. We thought he was one of them. And he said we should all come in a circle all of us were in a circle, and then he said, okay. Then a lot of them started coming into our school, into the dorm where we were all sleeping. They all came in because we were all in a circle and we have no chance to run. So when they started coming in a lot, that's when I realized, oh no, these are not the soldiers. Not all of them have uniforms, so they're not the soldiers. And it was too late to run because they were all around us with guns and bombs, so we cannot run. And so they said that they're here, they're the Boko Haram people we have been hearing about, and they're the ones who kill, who burn churches, who they're just telling us what they do, and they said if we do not cooperate, same thing is going to happen to us. And we were all scared, crying. Some of us are like praying, and they said we have to tell them where the engine of making block is, like engine making machine. So block making machine, that was what they asked us, but we don't know where it is. So we told them we do not know. They thought we were lying, and they asked two girls to stand up among us so they thought the two girls will tell them the truth because we were in a group. They thought we were lying to them, but the two girls did repeat what we said. They said they didn't know where it is, and no one knows. So they're like, okay, if the government sent things to the school, then where does it go? And all we know was the food for the girls, which is the kitchen store. And two girls took them there. They opened the store and started getting the foods out to take with them. They're putting it in their own trucks, and when some of them are still with us in the dorms, and they ask us to start to follow them. We were coming out with them, and the schools were burning. We're all on fire, and the fires were like almost touching us. So we were helping each other pass through it. And when we went to the gate, they asked us to sit down, and we all sat down. They burned the schools. We couldn't see any teachers because they do not have mercy. They don't have mercy on anyone. So all the teachers ran away. There is no teachers in the school, and the gate man wasn't there either. And the soldiers that were outside the gate were not there too. So they have strong weapons that even the soldiers doesn't. So they cannot stand to fight them. They all ran away as well. So, and while we were sitting in front of the gate, they were burning the school, the offices. They burned every single building in the school. And then they came to us, and one of the leaders said they should go and get trucks. And my own thought was like, okay, since they don't kill women, then they're going to let us go if they're done doing whatever they're doing. So, and then they asked us to start going out. We all walked out, and they're showing our direction for us to go to. And I'm like, okay, are they not letting us go? In my heart, I was like, okay, they're taking us away since they're pointing a direction for us to follow. And all of us went with them. They asked us to sit under a tree, and some of them said we should kneel down. Some of them said, no, it's okay, we should just sit down. And the rest went and brought like 3 trucks, huge trucks that we all, like they said, we should say our last prayer. They're going to kill us all. So some of us are crying. We were praying, and I have my friend beside me, who waked me up. We were together all that while, and she's like, let's just pray that they change their mind because I do not want to die. I want to go continue my studying. And in that hostel, in our dorms, they told us never to go to school again. And because they said never to go to school again, my own thought was, okay, they're going to let us go then still, since they don't want us to go back to school. But it wasn't like that. They were taking us away. We helped each other in order to climb the truck. There was a small-sized women car that we have to climb in order to enter the truck because it was really tall and huge. So we helped each other. They said, if you want to die, you go to the left, and if you want to leave, you go into the truck. So no one wants to die. Everyone was trying to go into the truck, and all of us climbed the trucks. The truck started moving, and while I was in that car, I was like, is this the end of all my struggling, like studying in school, dreaming of becoming a doctor. Is this where it is going to end? My hopes were like, I gave up. I'm like, okay, if this is what God wants, then it's okay. But then at the end, in that same truck, I was like, I prayed and asked God to please save me and to please let me see my families again. I do not want to go with those people. And to my surprise, something got into me and said, you should jump out. And like, I looked down at the truck was still moving. I looked down and it was, the truck is, when you look down, it's scary because the trucks move and the truck is still tall. So I'm like, no way, I'm not gonna make it. So at the end, I said, okay, it doesn't matter if I'm gonna make it or not, I'm going to jump out. If I die here, it's better for my family to find my cops and then go with those people and didn't know what they're going to do with me. So I'm like, I'm going to jump out no matter what. So I convinced my friend because she wasn't going to do it. She knows if they see her, they're going to shoot us. So she's like, they're going to kill us. I'm not going to risk it. I'm like, it's okay, let's do it. It's fine. We better die than go with them. So she's like, okay, sure. And we jumped out, but we ran. When I jumped out, I fell with my stomach. So I got up and started running to the bush. When she saw that, okay, I was okay. So she jumped out as well. And then, but we ran through different directions. We didn't got home together. While I was running in the bush, I met two of my classmates who also jumped out. I screamed because I thought they were the Boko Haram people who came to get me back. So we continued running together. From there, while we were running for hours and hours, we didn't sleep, and a motorcycle man was passing by, and we asked him to please take us home. He said he's not going to take us home without knowing who we are. So we said, okay. We didn't trust from that time on. We didn't trust anyone. We didn't want to tell him who we are because we are scared. We didn't trust him. So I'm like, no, we shouldn't tell him who we are. Some of us said we have to tell him in order for him to help us. We need help. We cannot continue running like this. Our feet are all bloody because the bush was a thorny bush, so it scratched our skin and everything. And they're like, we have to get help. So we gave up at the end. We told him who we are, and he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So he took us back to Chibok. And while we went back to Chibok, parents from the schools went to the school and look, there are no students, and everyone is crying, where are the students? When they saw us, they gathered around, where are the rest of the girls? We're like, we jumped out of the truck, we don't know. Some of them jump out as well, so I don't know if your kids are in it, if your daughter is in it, but we don't know, so they might get back. So be patient, and we just comfort them where everyone is crying. While I went home, my mom was as well crying, like I am dead. So my neighbors were there for her, comforting her and everything.
This is Shining Light TV station, London Worldwide. You can see the continue of Governor Show Us Your Work. Senator, where is your surgery? Voters' rights. Imagine, thank God I've been talking about these Chibok girls. I want to do documentary about the boarding house. And this thing, I was going through the internet studying, and this documentary surfaced, So this is what we are talking about. Governor, show us your work. Senator, where is your surgery? Voters' right. In a country like that, Boko Haram is claiming they are terrorists. Who brought Boko Haram? Is it not the government? The government want to rule their voters as with terrorists. They did not provide security for them. Look at, this is why I'm interceding on this documentary. I'm going to send the message, and I know I want to do a lot of documentary about Chibok girls, about kidnapping of students. This is part of Governor, show us your work. Senator, where is your surgery? Voters' right. And this documentary is not copyright. We are just using it to analyze the work of Governor, show us your work. Senator, where is your surgery? Voters' right. You can see what is going on. Is that government? I can't see this as a government. Thank you. We continue. Let the girl continue with her speech.
And two congresswomen from the United States Congress Wilson and Joyce. They went to Nigeria to hear the story from us because they have been hearing like a little bit of the story. They don't know the complete story. So they went to Nigeria to hear from the students who escaped. And that was how she looked for scholarship here for us to continue our studies. And I didn't want to continue studying because of what they said at that time. But when I was accepted in Grundy, Virginia, I'm like, okay, I want to become a doctor, save lives. Then if I do not go to school, that is not going to be possible. So I have to go to school. I'm thinking of making that decision while I'm still thinking that the voice that said, do not go to school or else wherever you go, do not think you're safe. We are going to get
Look
you.
at the drama.
So that voice is still there.
Following her.
I'm still deciding. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to go to school no matter what. So I'm not giving up my dreams. I'm going. And that was how I made the decision of coming here to continue my study. My own prayers and hope is like for schools to be protected and for students not to go through what I went through because it wasn't a good experience and no student will want to go. I will never want to repeat that horrible experience. So I do not want any student to go through that same experience. And the way that will happen is if schools are protected. So my own advice is the government need to protect schools for students to go and study their careers and go out and just change the world, be involved. Without education, then we will not even all be here. Like everyone has a good position because of an education. So why preventing other children of their own right? Like it's the right of every child to go to school. That's what I believe. So if schools are protected, if the government protects its people and the students are being protected and feel safe to study, then they will study their career and go out and be. If the schools are not protected, then many generations will not be educated, which will not be good because no one will get a good position and no one will be a leader. Because of educations, some of us got to be presidents, ambassadors, chairmen, and we just have good positions. Then why is it that we cannot protect other students to study? Another day we will not all be here. Then the young generations need to be in that same position in order to make the nations, to make the countries move on. So if we are not protected to study in a safe place, and then we are being attacked, killed, and by people who do not believe in education, then all that dreams and hope and the dreams and hope of children studying and becoming something in the future to help the nations, then it will not be possible. So I advise that schools should be protected, and thank you so much for listening.
If you need a new website for your business, don't skip this video. Millions of businesses across the...
My name is Grace Mukasekuru. I'm 38. I'm married and have a daughter. She's 5. Her name is Emanuela. I guess I can start with my life in Rwanda before the genocide. I had a happy childhood. I was very happy like any other child. I came from a big family of 11 siblings, so lots of kids. And the genocide, when the genocide happened,
this is Shining Light TV station, London. We will come back to this article. We will come back to it, but let's continue with the article we are doing about the first black queen, of the royal family. Let us continue with that episode because I'm still in episode 1.
Successful, equitable, and compassionate tomorrow. When we think of her, We think of all the other families around the globe who must be given the ability and support to lead us forward. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle first lifted the lid on their misery behind palace walls during thetheir extensive tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey in March, for a CBS special which stunned audiences around the world. They criticized individual royals,
Okay. When we are talking about the queen, the first black queen, of England, so the documentary clearly said it. Edward did say the wife is the first black queen of England. Meghan wasn't even the first black woman. But let me tell you, people, you are attacking royal family like they are human being there is certain human being that is prohibited to be there. No, because you are putting it in flesh now. You are tagging it that is God, the same God that created me, created them. And whatever God means that we go there, we go there. Whatever God desire, he said whatever I desire. Whatever, he did not say whatever Queen of England desire, Queen Elizabeth desire. Whatever, God said whatever I desire should come to pass, and you should, people, it's about time to be giving glory to God, not to your fellow human being. Because when you are taking the glory of God, start giving it to your fellow human being. That is why the Spirit of God is angry. When Meghan met Harry, it had been registered in the realm of the Spirit, because Meghan wasn't even the first black woman to go there. The first black woman to marry King Edward III is a black woman, Queen of England, the first black woman, So why is it that he's doing all he said, I am God of today, God of yesterday, and God of tomorrow. He said, and he keep on saying, I change it not, because when you people are comparing God with human being, God is not human being. God can do extraordinary. It's God that created. He's the giver of knowledge. He gave us every knowledge, God gave us every knowledge. Let me tell you, some people, when they watch my video, well, nobody have watched, because before I don't speak, I speak from the realm of the Spirit. What I'm speaking, because all what Jesus said, when Jesus told Peter, follow me, Jesus always speak in parable. Jesus speak his word in parable, because when I was saying to my children, for me now to see that Meghan wasn't the first black woman to marry King Ed in that royal family. Meghan wasn't the first. I told my children, they mark what I said. Today is 7th of 6, 2021. There will be a queen, repeated again, a queen, black woman to be a queen of England. Mark it, because there's first, second will come, third will come, fourth will come. Let me tell you, people, because when you are not seeing things in extraordinary way, when you are looking at flesh, keep on judging yourself, keep on crucifying yourself, keep on saying what a black man do, a white man can do it. What a white man do, a black woman can do it. That is it. Because it's God. God is the giver of knowledge. When we all are shouting, Corona, 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 is it not Corona, Corona? Somebody brought Corona on transit to America. If Donald Trump will be saying it's China disease, Somebody brought it. Somebody took Corona to America in transit to go to Africa. But God being God, God being the creator, he says it's not going to happen. He is the finisher of everything. When God says yes, his yes is yes. So people across the whole world, we talk about Meghan, we talk about faith, we talk about sadness and boldness, we talk about stop giving human being the glory. Let God is the creator of heaven and earth. God is the beginning and the end. Meghan will not be the last to go to the royal family. And she's not the first. God proved to human being that when you say, oh, this place, this institution, I've made it, black woman will not come there. God used King Edward to say, oh, black woman first, the first black woman, the first black queen of England. So this story have to continue. I have to say more about this flop. They have history. They've done it, hide it, hashtag. They even throughout I'm going to school in this country, they haven't even mentioned it. The same way hashtag hide the slave trade in Africa. They hide it. They did not say it in the university. They only mentioned it. They did not tell us how dangerous it was, how humiliating it was, how betrayal it was, how destroying it was, how hopeless it was. So we're going to be talking about this first Queen of England, a black woman being the first black woman to be Queen of England. And she has the black woman that be the first black Queen of England. Another black woman will come to be the second, third. Let me tell you, there's nothing you people can do. Because when you people say black and white, there was a time I was praying. It's during Donald Trump campaigning of election. The Spirit of God revealed to me, racism is foolishness. I recorded that thing in WhatsApp. Before WhatsApp, people carry their own trouble come. They want to control people. As soon as they become rich in one app, they want to manipulate people. They don't want us to have our freedom. God said racism is foolishness. I said, God, why did you say that? God was trying to open my eyes to see that that's something that human being cannot make. Can you make flesh? He said, what you cannot do, for you to judge what you cannot do is foolishness. And God was talking about racism. Even I shared it with I was telling my children, did you see the revelation I got? That I said that Donald Trump is the most foolish man I have ever seen. When you carry somebody who have naked herself, and made that first lady, and you come against people that they are intelligent, and you are judging them with their skin. You are judging them with their skin. But you carried a woman that showed all her nakedness, the whole world, and you turn her to be first lady. That is when that revelation comes. God told me that racism is foolishness, and I made a note on that racism something, the racism revelation. So I'm going to stop today because I'm going to be talking about more on this first black woman to be the Queen of England, Edward III, first black woman to be the Queen of England. I don't care if you start painting him with paint to turn him to be white, but the history have recorded the first black woman, and I'm going to save that documentary before they remove it. Thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful summer. Today is 7th of June 2021. I'm in this garden doing this documentary. It's a wonderful thing. Learn from this documentary. Share it across the whole world. I'm going to be talking more because I'm from royal family. I am from a royal family where Jaja of Opopo, let me tell you, they took Jaja of Opopo as a slave. For God being God, God said, my son, you are there to lift up my name. You are there to do extraordinary. You are there to perform wonders. You are there to put shame unto the people that have sold you to slave. You are there to lift the name of the Lord higher. You are there to tell, no matter wherever you are, no matter where they covered you, even though they covered you, that God can raise you from gutter, from being to something. Thank you. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Today is 7th. When I was talking to you, I said I cook. I want to go and give it to my daughter. I finished giving my daughter the food. You can see my bag. I'm in this green now. Doing, I said, if I get home, I might not continue with this, the first black woman to be the Queen of England. I'm going to talk more about it. My battery is dying. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to draw my curtain now. I'm going to leave it. Black woman, first black woman to be the Queen of England. They will not end there. A white woman can go to Nigeria, to go to Africa to become Queen of Africa. It's God that God is the owner of this planet. God is the creator of heaven and earth. So you cannot, the way of God is not the way of man. I have spoken today. I have spoken. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. A black woman in my lifetime will be Queen of England. Thank you. God bless you. Have a pleasant Monday. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. I'm doing an exercise too to fight my leg, and I'm having my teeth is paining me, so I'm going to be going to dentist. I don't want to deal with this coffee because I love my coffee. I don't care. Coffee keep on giving us brand teeth. I will keep on having my coffee. Keep on. This life is enjoyment. I'm fighting my leg. I have pain in my leg. You can see I have pain in my leg. I'm fighting, and I'm trying to lose weight as well to match out, to match out. And I don't want any condition to hold me behind. I do not want any condition to hold me. I'm fine. I'm a great fighter from my mother's womb. My mother said, because I was born sharp 12 noon, according, my mother said that when he was pregnant of me, he was saying, what I'm carrying in this my womb, I hope it's a human being, because the way I was fighting in the womb, God have known that I'm going to continue this fight. And this broadcasting, this public speech, I started it with Egwonwa. There is something that called Egwonwa in Africa. When the moon comes out, we children, toddlers, because there's no electricity, everybody will come down. We'll be doing Onyegetegu. We go to Udara. When Udara was falling, we go and pick Udara. When mango was, we go and pick mango. They say those things are love. Those things we do then. We don't know evil. We don't know evil. All what we know is love. What we know is peace. What we know to embrace one another. You can see the type of spirit that we are using. That's why we don't have electricity. We are using moon to bring us together. When the moon comes out, all these children will come out. We go and play. That's why sometimes we play. Our mother will cook and give to us. They will fry akara. Unity, love. There's one documentary I watch about people tuning to the nature. That documentary, all what these people know is to live with organic animal in the forest. So I'm going to be talking about that documentary, and I'm going to be talking about one documentary. A lady from Germany went to marry somebody from Maasai. Because I was studying a documentary. I want to get the whole fact before I key into that documentary, So people keep on learning, keep on studying, keep on the history. We need without history, we are not progressive. We need to progress. We need to move forward. We need to speak history. We need to see it. We need to talk it. We need to build it, And every other knowledge God have given to us, we thank God. To God be the glory. Thank you. Shining Light TV station worldwide. You see, God say, we are speaking it. Shining Light TV station worldwide. Is it God? Something we started from Egwonwa. Egwonwa is when the moon come. The moon, children, we will gather ourselves. Egwonwa. We will play with sand. We will play with sand. We don't have then the civilization. All what we know is that moon that comes down. Children will gather themselves. They will cook riwanwa. They will cook with sand. They will do it's love. When I remember, those things is love, unity. That is why they don't know evil. They could live together. Look at the beginning, Adam and Eve, they live with animal before devil come and open the eyes of, come and make them to sin. Now we are living in artificial world. We are killing ourselves. We are killing ourselves day and night, day and night, day and night. Anyway, I'm going to drop here because my battery is low. I keep on talking. I will talk to the glory of God and to the shame of devil. I will keep on talking. There is a lot of documentary I watch in America. Somebody they jail, an innocent boy they jail. Yesterday I was studying that documentary. I want to talk about it. I was crying. I was crying. That is what, and as soon as I finished watching that documentary, I said, God, you are the creator of heaven and earth. I cover all teenagers with the blood of Jesus. When evil is happen, how can an innocent boy go and suffer for 30 good years? You took away 30 years on their life, and labeled them, God, please guide all these children. Let us move it. Let us enjoy this earth. They keep on saying, planet change, planet change. When you are talking about planet change, are you the owner of this world? Did you make this earth? God is the creator. He created this place. Stop talking about planet change, planet change. God can, what you think is planet change, God can change it. You know, when you are talking about what you did not make, you want to tell people, you want to control God. You can't control God. God is in charge. He will control us. Thank you. Bye. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Learn a lot. I've talked a lot today. I've talked Egwonwa. I have talked power. I have talked spirit of sadness and boldness. I have talked fear. Remove fear from. If you are moving on fear, you cannot achieve anything. Move on spirit of sadness and boldness. That's why I've talked that. That's why that a human being thinks that he will kill your talent wherever they hide you to. You can. God will come there and tell them that I am God. Thank you. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Thank you. Then to back myself up, you know, it's on the documentary. So in this our lifetime, there most surely history will repeat itself, you know. And let me tell you, royalty is not a physical thing. Royal is a spiritual thing. It's in the Bible. It's not royal family of England that beginning royalty. Royal begin from God, you know. Royalhood, prince and princess, royalhood begin from God, begin from the creator. So Shining Light TV station, I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about Lilibet, the daughter of Meghan, and talk about the way they are crucifying Meghan, that she's, you know, even the way they were doing, I was thinking that, oh, maybe because Meghan is a bit straight, is a first black woman to, Meghan is not the first black woman to come to the royal family. So this is Shining Light TV station, London. This documentary is not copyright. We are just using it to analyze our own world. You know, we are just comparing it, and we are talking about the first black queen in royal family. Thank you.
The Duchess of Sussex was inspired to pen The Bench after originally writing a poem for Prince Harry's first Father's Day from their son, Archie Harrison. Meghan Markle has dedicated her new book to the man and boy whose make my heart go pump pump, in a sweet note for her husband Prince Harry and son Archie. In the video clip also revealed the first adorable illustrations of Prince Harry and Archie, as they is holding hands go for a walk, in Meghan Markle's children's book. The picture shows a ginger-haired dad with a beard walking hand in hand with a child around Archie's age. Prince Harry, recognizable with his ginger hair and beard, could be seen wearing a grey polo shirt and blue jeans. The royal has been seen wearing a similar outfit while out and about in Los Angeles with Meghan, as well as during his time as a royal. Meanwhile, the Duke's illustration is seen looking down at his son, who is wearing a green top and blue shorts in the picture. It features below a handwritten note to Meghan's close pal Gray Malin, a photographer based in California. It reads, "Dear Gray, from one parent to another, all my love from my family to yours. As ever, Meghan." Further photos from inside the book show a boy being lifted into the air by a red-headed dad in military uniform as a woman weeps from the window. This is a likely reference to her and Harry, who served in Afghanistan with the Blues and Royals. The words read, "This is your bench, where life begins, for you and our son, our baby, our kin." The preview of The Bench was posted on Instagram today ahead of its release on the 8th of June. And Meghan Markle, who is currently pregnant with a baby girl, has already revealed a sneak peek inside the book, showing her love for the two men in her life. A publicity release said Meghan, who chose to use her title on the cover of the book, wanted the story to be told through an inclusive lens and will feature a diverse group of father and sons. The handwritten note is included in Meghan's $15 children's book The Bench, which is due to be published on Tuesday. It is not known if Meghan has received an advance for the book, and whether any of the proceeds will be donated to charity, but a branding expert previously suggested it would have already netted her $750,000 following a bidding war to secure her first venture. Today, Meghan's photographer friend Gray Malin, from Los Angeles, promoted the book to his 35,400 followers on Instagram. Meghan and Gray are believed to have first met in 2015, when he visited her home in Toronto when the then actress was filming Suits. The Duchess had also penned a note to Grey on the first page of the book, writing, "From one parent to another, all my love from my family to yours. As ever, Meghan." It's far from the first time that Meghan's friends have promoted one of her post-Megxit projects for her. In December, Oprah Winfrey shared a basket of coffee latte treats from a brand the Duchess had invested in with her 19 million followers. At first it seemed a straightforward post from Oprah, thanking her friends for the gift, but it later emerged that the Duchess has decided to invest in Clever Blends, as she begins to build a portfolio of startup investments, her first such venture since officially stepping back from royal duties at the beginning of this year to become financially independent. Last month, the Duchess of Sussex announced that the book is inspired by a poem she wrote for Harry on Father's Day the month after Archie was born, and will explore the special bond between father and son as seen through a mother's eyes. But the Duchess' book is at risk of flopping because of following reasons. The inclusion of the card will likely cause controversy as anger continues to grow among Meghan and Harry still using their royal titles despite Megxit. The mum-to-be's pen name is given as Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And now more than 20,000 people have signed a petition calling for Prince Harry to give up his royal titles. Royal author Angela Levin said previously, the fact that she wants to cling on to her royal title and the book is written by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is laughable. Because they wanted to get away from the royal family, they hated the royal family, they felt trapped. They didn't like it, they wanted freedom and they've got freedom. You can't have everything you want like that. Meanwhile, her publisher Penguin Random House is in a spat with Waterstones, meaning the bookseller can only buy a certain amount from the publisher. In response, Waterstones has yanked Penguin Random House books from its displays at 283 stores across the UK. This could impact sales for upcoming titles like Meghan's book. Meghan Markle, who went by the pen name, the Duchess of Sussex, said in a statement, "The bench started as a poem I wrote for my husband on Father's Day, the month after Archie was born. That poem became this story. Christian layered in beautiful and ethereal watercolor illustrations that capture the warmth, joy, and comfort of the relationship between fathers and sons from all walks of life. This representation was particularly important to me, and Christian and I worked closely to depict this special bond through an inclusive lens. My hope is that the bench resonates with every family, no matter the makeup, as much as it does with mine." However, royal experts have pointed out it comes at a time when Meghan and Harry's relationships with their own fathers could not be more strained. Meghan Markle has not spoken to her father, Thomas Markle, 76, for 3 years, and even embroiled him in a High Court privacy case. Meanwhile, Prince Harry accused his father, Prince Charles, of being trapped in the royal family. He also claimed he moved with Meghan and Archie to the US to break the cycle of pain. Meghan previously wrote a lifestyle blog, The Take, before marrying into the royal family. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, pregnant, are now being warned to tighten their security measures to keep the animals at bay. Before, 4 black bears have been seen prowling near Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's California home. The alert comes after the same bear tried to attack a neighbor's chicken coop last month, and is now prowling near their home. Now 2 adults have been spotted roaming in upmarket Montecito in the hills of Santa Barbara, with the latest